Hi there. So this is the A5 Flex by Filofax, and I've reviewed it on the site, as you know, so here we are live, as it were. So anyway, opening it out, this is how it comes. Basically, it's got like a jotter pad, you know, sort of pad for doing your shopping lists and what have you. It's a standard size. I found that jotter pads and things that, you know, shopping list pads that we get over here in France fit it as well. So not a big deal. And we also have on this side a standard sort of ruled notebook, about sort of 80 odd pages I think it is, and comes also with a pen loop, which is like any of the other inserts. They all move around. So let's pull the thing apart, and then you can see the thing. So the notebook pulls out, and that then reveals the credit card slots, and there's like a bigger pocket here as well, which I've seen someone use for a mobile phone actually. Similarly, the jotter pad comes out, and the pen loop is just on like a card, so that can slot into any of the slots. Right, so the slots. So here we have the binder with nothing in it, and you have slot here, one on the inside, another inside slot here, and one on the outside edge as well. Now, they are, I call them slots, pockets, whatever you want. I don't know what the official term is for these things. They literally are pockets. I can put my fingers through, but they don't actually touch. There's an actual pocket there. And similarly, the inner ones, they're sort of separated. You can't see, but there's a material separating the sort of outer bit from the inner bit. So they act as a true pocket, even if you don't have an insert. So you can actually put envelopes and bits of paper in there and what have you. And similarly, you have another slot here, which goes all the way down to here. And you could actually slot it in the other way up, I suppose. The pen loop, like all the inserts, will slot into any of the things. And as you can see, they just slide in. So you can have the pen loop on the outside, or you can go a little bit radical, I suppose, and slot it on the inside, on either side in fact. Pop it out, pop it in this side, why not? But just slotting the pen loop in doesn't stop you sliding something else in as well, so it has a sort of dual use, as it were. So let's pop that one in there, and it works quite well. So it's elasticated, the pen loop, for those which need to know these things. Now, inserts, as I say, comes with sort of standard ruled notebook, and the jotter pad and the pen loop are standard. But you can also get a week on 2-page diary, a plain notebook with some squared paper at the back, and there's a much thicker ruled notebook as well. This is the sort of 256-page job, which is quite a hefty beast. I think there's also, according to the price list, a contacts book, which I would think, judging by the price, is the same as the thin ruled notebook, which I don't have a sample of, but just to give you some idea. It also comes in pocket size, like so. We have a pocket, again, with the standard sort of setup. Jotter pad, ruled pad, card slots, pen loop, again, removable. And it's the same, it's just smaller. Magenta, slate, and there is also black as well. And there's also a personal size, which is obviously somewhere in between these two, but again, don't have a sample of one of those. So let's try. I'll remove the pen loop for the time being, but let's just play around with some of the inserts to show you the way in which it slots together. So if I take the diary, and I'll just slot that in here. Might go off camera occasionally because a bit awkward to go in. So there we have the diary, now slotted in and it's opening out, so it's in the outside slot, but fully opening it you can still see your cards, or you can hide your cards if you like. Now I'll put in, let's say, the ruled notebook, and we'll pop that in the other outer edge. Again, I'm going slightly off camera here because it's a little bit easier to do on your knee or on a table. And now we have them both in the outer edge, but so when you open the thing out, as you can see, both are fully visible. They don't get in each other's way. And when you close it, the out edge binding, I've not got this one quite right, effectively protects, that's better, the pages. So there's the edge there, and the sort of opening side is on the inside. And just so you can see how thick it is, so the thick one on this is the diary, the thin one is the notebook. Let's go a bit silly. You just pull out the notebook and we'll put the thicker notebook in. Again, I'll pop it in the outside, and this is sort of, you know, to take it to extremes, if you like. That just slides in like that. Make sure it's fully in, and it's typical, isn't it? The diary decided to leap out at the sheer chance of it. Right, so there we go. There's the thick notebook with the diary. Again, I've done it on the outside edges so you can see the thing like that. But now I'll just quickly swap one over, put it on one of them in the inside slot, like so. We still have ruled notebook that side and the diary on the inside now. So it opens within the confines of the book, or the binder, or folder, or whatever you want to call it, and it overlaps the other side, but it doesn't take up as much desk space. And that's something that someone was mentioning. You know, it could take up desk space if there were things. But now, when you see it, you can see the outer edge and the bound edge. But there's still room, if you look in here, if I can just catch it to camera, I don't know if I can or not, no I can't, for a pen to slide in there somewhere without too much difficulty. So again, your pen isn't going to get bashed around on the outer edge if you use it like that. So that's the Flex.